Over here we will see the implementation of Microsoft Project Planner for the development of the network. For that we have selected one of the example. So this is one of the solved problem. Now in this particular section you can see a project is given. This project is consisting of the activities A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. The corresponding duration for the activities are also given, and along with that the predecessor relationship for the activities are given. So with the help of these particular details we create the network. So activity number 1 is A, so we will represent it with the help of arrow. We have written A over here and the duration is 5. Activity number B requires 4 days and the predecessor is A, which means that B will start when A is completed. So this is the starting event for A and this is the completion event of A. At the same time this is starting event for B, while event number 3 is the completion for B. And with this relationship of the predecessors we are able to draw the complete network as shown over here. After making the complete network we do the calculations of earliest event time, how early we can achieve the particular event. So this is event number 1, which is the starting event, so it will be achieved on the 0 instant of time, that means the first part of project. Then activity A will be accomplished and event number 2 can be achieved only when all the things before 2 are completed. So it will be the time required up to 1, that is 0 plus 5, so it will give you 5. Event number 3 can be achieved only when all the activities and the events are completed before 3. So up to here you can see for event number 2 the timing is 5, so 5 plus 4 will give you 9. We will do the same way calculation for each activity. Now while doing this you can see over here for event number 6 you are in need to complete all the activities before 6, so you are in need to complete E and C, and thus the duration will be 12 plus 4, 16. To achieve 7 you should complete activity F as well as G. So when you want to complete the activity F the duration will be 18 plus 5, that is 23, and from the another part it is 16 plus 3, that is 19. So the duration will be 23, because for achievement of event number 7 both the activities should be completed, and this activity is requiring more duration, and thus we will wait for the completion of this part. So we will consider the higher value and then we will do for the event number 8. So from this we can make out that the total duration of the project is of 30 days, 30 working days. Now it is very clear that we have not considered the weekends, we have just counted the working days. And similarly we will do the TL calculation. TL calculation is done from the latest allowable time is done from the reverse side, that means the AND event. So we will consider 30 minus 7 will give you 23, 23 minus 3 will give you 20, and so on we will do it. We will find out the difference between TL and TE, and at all locations where the difference between TL and TE is 0 will be defined as critical path. However, the location over where the difference between TL and TE is not 0 will not be considered as critical path. So from this particular problem we have learned that the critical path is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and 8. We cannot delay these activities, and the total duration of the project is 30 days. Now to understand the utilization of this particular software, what we will do is that we will try to make this particular project in Microsoft Project Planner. Now by default in Microsoft Project Planner the calendar is given, working calendar is given, and this working calendar is consisting of 5 working days. Since over here the 30 is the total count of working days only, it is not counting the holidays, so as if now it hardly matters that the standard calendar consists of 2 weekends or not. Important thing is that it will ask you that when you want to start your project or when you want to complete your project. So we need to assume over here, we will go to the project, we will go to the project information, and over here it will be asking for your start date or either finish date. So we will assume some particular starting date, and we have considered 11th of May 2020 as the starting date of the project. This is the calendar, standard calendar, that is by default, which is assigned working calendar, and then we will click on OK. So we are just taking the preliminary example to show that how the network can be done using the Microsoft Project Planner, and then we will take the detailed study of the project on the Microsoft Project Planner. So now we will start with the task. We will start inserting the task. So you can see the tasks are from A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. So one by one we will insert all the tasks over here. So we will start from here: A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Now by default we have given the starting time as 11. We have not shown any relationship as if now, and the duration by default comes to be 1 day. Now we will change the duration. So the duration for A is 5, similarly for B is 4, and then for C is 3. So we will insert the duration also. It is 5, 4, 3, 6. And then remaining word 4, 5, 3, 7. 4, 5, 3 and 7. So this is how we have assigned the duration to the activities. Now it is time to insert the relationship between the activities. So the predecessor activity we need to insert. For B it is A and for C it is B. So for B the predecessor activity is A. We cannot write over here A, but you are supposed to write down the serial number of A, that is 1. For C it should be 2. For D it is C, and for E it is C. So for D and E it will be 3. It will be 3. Now we will look ahead for F and G. For F it is D, and for G it is E. So for F it is D. So I will click over here and insert 4, and then I will click over here and I will write 5. And similarly we will write for H. For H you can see over here there are two predecessor activity, F and G, that means 6 and 7. So we can insert it by writing 6, 7. So the moment you insert these durations over here, you can see the details that in parallel all these particular Gantt chart is developed. So this Gantt chart is shown in accordance of the various activities right from starting to here. So once you make this Gantt chart, you can also see the network of the same. Now how to see the network of the same? We can go to view and we can click on the network diagram. As soon as you click on the network diagram, you can see over here A, B, C, then D and E are in parallel. So A, B, C, D and E are in parallel. Then you can see over here F and G, and then they are coming to H. So F and G and are coming to H. Now important thing that we want to see over here is that the total duration of project is 30 days. Even we want to see the critical path. So how we can do that? Okay. So first we will see how we can view the critical path. We will go to view and again we will go to the default site, that is Gantt chart. So this is the Gantt chart. Now all these activities are coming under one project. So the total duration of project that is required needs to be shown under a proper head, which means that all sub activities should be arranged under the main heading. As if now we have not inserted the main heading, so what we will do is that we will select the first row and over there we will insert the new task, and we will write the name of new task as CPM example, and then we will click over here. So CPM example, it is showing duration 1. However, it is not a particular activity, but it is the main project. So our particular project is show the possibility of making the network on Microsoft Project Planner. So all these activities are coming under CPM example. So what we will do is that we will select all this activity and then we will try to convert it into sub activity by moving it in the form of indent. So as soon as I click on the indent, you can see over here, this is showing the mark that all these activities are under now the main heading CPM example. I have not assigned the duration of it, but it has shown the duration according to the relationship of the network, and from that it is showing the total duration to be 30 days. So over here even we have calculated the same duration, 30 days. The project will commence on 11th of the May and it will get complete on 19th of June. So it is also consisting of Saturday and Sundays, but the total duration again, which is reflected over here, is consisting of only working days. So one thing we have done, we have seen the total duration of project. Now we will try how can we see the critical path. So again, it is very easy in the software. You need to go to the project and then we will filter. Filter what? As if now it is showing all the tasks. We will filter to see only the critical task. Now before doing that, let me show you this section. So this particular section is consisting, Gantt chart is consisting of all bars that are representing all the activities. We want to just see the critical activities so that we can concentrate more on critical activities. So we will go to project, we will go to filters, and then we will go to critical. As soon as we click the critical, you can just see the critical activities only. So A, B, C, D, F and G. You can mark E is not present as if now. And now in this path, A, B, C, D, F and G. So E and G are not in the critical path, and thus you can even see that E and G are not shown over here. This is also converted into the Gantt chart or maybe in the network diagram. So this is how we can carry out our project work. This is how we can conduct the complete analysis. This software even support the many fabulous functions such as upgradation of project, tracking of project. It helps to do the automatic labeling, smoothing, as well as many other functions are there. One by one we will learn all such aspects and the details of this software and how fruitfully we can utilize this software for the development of the project. Okay, so we will stop over here. Thank you.